The billionaire's confident smile disappeared the instant a little girl sprinted across the polished hotel lobby, wrapped her tiny arms around the elderly janitor's waist, and shouted that single word that silenced everyone nearby. Guests stopped walking. Employees stared in disbelief. The billionaire stood frozen, unable to understand why a child from his own charity foundation was calling a humble hotel janitor her father. What he uncovered that sunny afternoon would expose a forgotten hero, a heartbreaking sacrifice, and a secret buried for years. Before we begin this emotional journey, if you believe kindness, forgiveness, hope, and second chances still exist in the world, please like this video, leave a heartfelt comment, share it with someone who needs encouragement today, and subscribe to our channel so our family and our community can continue growing through stories that remind us that true heroes often wear ordinary clothes. The little girl's name was Eliza Monroe. At only 7 years old, she carried an infectious smile despite growing up with very little. Her mother, Claire Monroe, worked 2 part-time jobs to support them after her husband had been declared missing during a military operation years earlier. No body had ever been recovered, and eventually everyone encouraged Claire to move on with her life. She tried, but part of her heart remained trapped in unanswered questions. Every Saturday afternoon, Claire volunteered at the Grand Harborside Hotel, where local charities hosted family events for children. While Claire organized supplies, Eliza spent time talking with the hotel's quiet janitor, Theodore Hayes. Theodore was nearly 60, soft-spoken, and always carried a gentle smile. He repaired broken furniture, watered flowers, and somehow always knew how to make frightened children laugh. To Eliza, Theodore wasn't just a janitor. He listened. He encouraged. He cared. Without realizing it, he became the father figure she had longed for. That afternoon the hotel welcomed billionaire entrepreneur Everett Sinclair, whose foundation planned to donate millions toward expanding children's education programs. Cameras followed him through the bright lobby while executives proudly explained the hotel's community partnerships. Suddenly Eliza spotted Theodore pushing his cleaning cart. She ran across the marble floor and hugged him tightly before excitedly calling him Dad. Silence swept across the lobby. Claire immediately apologized, embarrassed that her daughter had spoken from emotion rather than biology. Theodore gently smiled, explaining that children often filled empty places in their hearts with people who simply showed up consistently. Most people would have forgotten the moment. Everett couldn't. Years earlier, before building his business empire, Everett had served alongside an elite military rescue team. He had survived the mission but suffered devastating injuries that ended his military career forever. Years of rehabilitation followed. When he finally returned home, he discovered his fiancée had passed away from illness during his recovery, leaving him completely alone. Fame no longer mattered. Neither did medals. He simply wanted a peaceful life helping people whenever possible. Working as a hotel janitor gave him exactly that. Every hallway became an opportunity to encourage someone. Every broken chair became something he could fix. Every lonely child became someone deserving kindness. Everett felt overwhelming guilt. While he had built billion-dollar companies, his friend had quietly rebuilt broken hearts. Over the following weeks Everett secretly visited the hotel several times. Each visit confirmed the same truth. Theodore remembered every employee's birthday. He bought school supplies for struggling families without telling anyone. He repaired broken bicycles for neighborhood children on weekends. He accepted no praise. He simply believed kindness was enough. Everett realized the world celebrated wealthy people far too easily while overlooking quiet heroes standing in plain sight. At the foundation's annual daytime charity celebration, Everett invited community leaders, veterans, hotel employees, and hundreds of families. No one knew why Theodore had been asked to attend. Standing before the audience, Everett shared the true story of the soldier who had sacrificed his career so others could live. He explained that his own success existed only because Theodore had chosen courage over comfort on the battlefield years earlier. many people wiped away tears. Then Everett announced something that stunned everyone. His foundation would establish the Theodore Hayes Veterans Hope Center, providing housing assistance, career training, and counseling for wounded veterans transitioning back into civilian life. The audience rose in a standing ovation. Theodore stood speechless. He had spent years believing his greatest achievements belonged in the past. Instead, they had become the beginning of something that would help thousands. Little Eliza rushed forward and hugged him once again. This time, no one looked confused. Everyone understood. Being a father isn't always about sharing the same blood. Sometimes it's about showing up every single day with patience, compassion, and unconditional love. Claire's eyes filled with grateful tears as she thanked Theodore for helping her daughter heal from years of unanswered questions. Theodore never tried to replace the father Eliza had lost. Instead, he simply became a safe place where a hurting child could feel loved again. In the months that followed, Theodore continued working at the hotel despite Everett offering him a luxurious retirement. Theodore smiled and politely declined. He explained that purpose could never be purchased. His greatest joy came from serving people one small act of kindness at a time. Inspired by Theodore's humility, Everett changed the culture inside every company he owned. Employee awards no longer celebrated only sales and profits. They also honored compassion, integrity, mentorship, and quiet service to others. Before this story comes to its heartfelt conclusion, we'd love to hear from you. Please leave a meaningful comment telling us whether you believe true heroes are the ones who quietly change lives without expecting recognition. If this story touched your heart, please like this video, leave a meaningful comment, share it with someone who needs hope today, and subscribe to our channel so you never miss another emotional journey. Remember, the greatest people you will ever meet may never appear on magazine covers or television screens. Sometimes they are simply the ordinary souls who quietly choose kindness every single day, proving that the strongest heroes are often the ones the world almost forgets.